Thank you. My palms were sweaty as I created the Google Meet. This was the first time ever I interviewed somebody that was a stranger to me. Soon, a little icon popped up on my screen. Please admit Kimberly Ann Mako to the main room. At that point, the butterflies in my stomach turned into a tornado. Hello, my name is Antonio. Today I'm going to tell you about an interview that I did with somebody that I don't know very well. She is someone who worked with my mom a few years ago. Her name is Kimberly Ann Mako. I began the interview by asking her what her job was. She said that she was a reading recovery teacher. I thought this was pretty interesting because I did not know a lot about reading recovery teachers. I learned that reading recovery teachers work with students in schools who are in grade 1 and need some extra support in their reading and writing. I asked her how long she had been working as a teacher. She said that she has been working as a teacher for 33 years. And she has been a reading recovery teacher for 4 years. I was very surprised that she was a teacher for that long. That's like my age times 3 plus another 3 years. She's a supply teacher now because she likes seeing kids and they always have something new and different to share every single day. When I asked her if she had any kids, she replied that she has 2 children. She has one son, his name is Stephen. His age is 27 and his birthday is April 3rd. Her daughter is Erin. She is 22 and her birthday is December 19th. Kimberly has 2 crazy cats. She said that they run around the house, jump on all the furniture, destroy everything, and play with all the toys. I thought that sounded a lot like my toddler sister. I found her favorite color is blue. I thought this was intriguing because that's my favorite color too. The next question I asked Kimberly was one I had posed in my public speaking class the previous week. I was curious to see if a different generation would give a different answer. I asked her if she could change anything in humanity's history, what would it be and why? Kimberly said that she would want to change wars because she would just wish that everybody would come together and talk about conflicts rather than putting other people in danger. Next, I asked her if she has any fun or interesting experiences she'd like to share. She shared that Kimberly grew up in Quebec and she had a lot of forests there. Kimberly and her dad would go into the forest and cook hot dogs when she was a kid. Kimberly's dad is still alive, and recently Kimberly went to visit her parents. Her dad has a big four-wheeler, and they would go four-wheeling in the forest. Although Kimberly's dad is 81, he still goes very fast, and even Kimberly gets very, very scared when she's a passenger. Kimberly's mother always gets very annoyed when they do that, and she always gives them long lectures about how inappropriate and unsafe it is. If you caught Kimberly's dad on this four-wheeler, you would definitely not guess he was 81. My final question for her was, do you have any advice for the younger generation? She said that kids should not work. She said that kids should work hard but be kind to themselves. She has many years of teaching experience, and she said that you don't have to be perfect in everything, and it's okay as long as you try your hardest. After she answered, she turned the table on me and asked me if I had any advice for the older generation. I responded that adults should not be too hard on their kids because sometimes when kids get very hard on themselves, it's because parents put a lot of pressure on their kids. Parents should not be hard on their kids and be happy with the gifts that God gave their child because they are extraordinary gifts. That doesn't mean that you should not try to encourage your child to do things, but at the end of the day, it's really your child's decision, and kids shouldn't feel forced to do something. It was nerve-wracking at first to interview somebody that I didn't know, but it didn't take long before I felt comfortable. It was an interesting experience, and now I feel comfortable talking to people who I don't know. Thank you.
All right, Antonio. It's hard for me to give you feedback because you do everything very well. You always seem to take these challenges seriously. And when I say seriously, I don't mean like, yeah, let's go get it. But I just mean that you take the challenge and you do it, and you have success because of that. So I love the way you started your speech. You dove right into it and started telling the story a little bit. And then you said, "Good evening, everybody. I'm Antonio." I really love that way of introduction, because when you jump right in like that, you engage the audience immediately. And that's what you did. You were engaging throughout the entire speech. Your voice modulation is very natural. You know when to emphasize it. For example, when you said 33 years, you've got humor in it when you talked about the crazy cats being like your toddler sister. You centered yourself really well on the screen. That's the one thing that I think that you could have improved upon, and you did. So great job. Really nice pace throughout. You didn't go too fast. You didn't go too slow. You gave a different voice when you pretended to be Kim's mom. And you had a great smile throughout it. It was really enjoyable to listen to. And I have no idea who this woman is, but now I do. And so does everybody else. Because you're doing so well, Antonio, I am going to push you a little bit more this term. And nothing too crazy, but I just want you to get everything you can out of this class. And you're a great example. You're a really great student. You're a kind boy. And I'm really glad to have you in this class. I really am. Congratulations, Antonio. You did a great job.